Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming in and thanks for
Hello.
being interested in this workshop. It is just going to be a quick 30-minute session where I walk you through what the gist of the workshop is, who I am, how it helps, how it might be useful to you, and so on and so forth. And we'll do a little bit of talking to each other as well, because this should really not be a monologue. And I try to keep my workshops also very interactive. Let me know if at any point you can't hear me or if there's any kind of disturbance, etc. And I'll try my best to fix that. So yeah, this workshop is called The Art of Introspective Writing. And introspection, mindfulness, retrospection, reflection, these words are thrown around a lot, right? And very often and very easily, in a way of giving away advice as well as insight into what might be bothering us, especially when we express the kinds of obstacles we might be facing within ourselves and outside of us. And I mean, to say the least, 2020 has been a really challenging year. It's also been an interesting one, though, right? Like, the world has grown, has shrunk, as well as become really, really spread out and become inaccessible at the same time digitally become so accessible. And it has also grown fixated on individualism, on the self. And this new normalized state that we are living in, that has obviously, spilled into 2021 as well. Nothing really drastically changed as soon as our calendars flipped. And I think this new normal has kind of compelled us to look not only within ourselves, but also around us in a lot of ways. And with this, with the social distancing, the isolation, there's been an added focus on mental health, as we kind of encounter absolutely new circumstances, which nobody prepared us for. The best part being we're all doing it together globally. And even the more privileged of us have had to battle with, um, for example, relationships that we have with ourselves, our time, our boundaries, relationships we have with our imagination, these ideas of overthinking, falling into self-critical patterns, self-discipline, struggling with that, and so on and so forth. And not to mention the barrage of information we consume on social media in our mindless scrolling, and even in the mindful one, right, where we actually go out looking for information. And in no way am I trying to discredit social media. It has, in a lot of ways, been one of the few places that has kept us connected in these isolated times, right? And also built sort of virtual communities as we looked at what is called relatable content in terms of videos or memes or tweets or art or anything or songs, or just that I remember in the beginning of the quarantine there were these videos of people cooking a lot and doing the same routine and just complaining collectively or being productive collectively and supporting each other and things like that. At the same time, it's really difficult to filter out all the noise and negativity that can come with too much exposure to information, whether it's on social media or any other form of mediums that you kind of venture into. And this for this reason, I crafted this workshop, and it's a great pleasure to collaborate with Bound and do it with them, because they do a lot of these really excellent focused workshops on different types of writing and how to use writing as a device to not just shape our ambitions and personalities, but also to make it a profession, to make it something that can nurture your writing voice, your ways of thinking, and putting out your what goes on in your head out into the world for the world to see. And this art of introspection, right, all of that cannot happen without introspection. You can't create anything without introspection. And importantly for me, what I bring in is that it's anchored in critical thinking. And the combination of this kind of like radical empathy with the self and others and critical thinking becomes very crucial in this quest to master our natural curiosities for the world and ourselves in a productive way, especially, I repeat, when confronted with an overflow of information. And information, not just that the world bombards us with, even but even the way with which we process it. and even the way with which we bring in more information from our own minds for the world to consume and for ourselves to kind of reconcile with. And all of this becomes so overwhelming. And that's exactly why the next 3 weekends would be really useful for you, provided you sign up. And I really hope you do. I realized that I never introduced myself, so maybe I should do that right now. My name is Astha. I am a writer, educator, and critic. I have a background in rhetoric, critical thinking, architectural design, and history theory criticism. So I've done a lot of studying, but I try to have fun with it. I try to be not too academic with my work, and that's where my writing workshops come in. You can actually, I'm really excited to kind of work with you, and you can find more of my work on my website, which I'll just put on the chat box. If you feel like you'd like to, venture into, trying to make up your mind as to who the hell is this person even, and why should I take their workshop, you're welcome to go and check it out. The second thing that I typed is my Instagram handle. It's not too personal. It's mostly to do with, the kind of things I work with. So that also might be useful for you to get to know me better and what I do. So I just ask you this, that if it's interaction to do with this particular workshop and, logistics behind it, etc., I encourage you to contact Bound and not me directly. But anything else, I'm pretty interactive. I'm very responsive. You're welcome to do that. And I'll be happy to speak with you and get to know you better. So back to the workshop, this introspective writing is going to be 13 hours in all, spread over 3 weekends. I'm sure you know the logistics by now, but just reiterating a few things. Bound will put, can we just put like the link to the workshop on your website, the one that exists, so people can kind of, look at the more, the details that already exist.
I was going to plug that in at the end of the webinar.
Okay, yeah, that's fine as well. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, great. So that's something that you can kind of, what the workshop exactly does and what the exact routine is, you can see that there. There will also be a guest lecture, one by Tara, who's the founder of Bound, and another person who will talk to you about, I believe, nonfiction. I'm not really sure, but I'm really excited to see what the guest lecture will be as well. But it is in synchrony with what I'll be doing with you all. So it's going to be, more to do with introspective writing and how writing can be a way of finding your voice, not just as someone with opinions, but also someone with opinions that ought to be heard, and the whys and hows and whens of it, So coming back to the point of this, right? It's going to basically, the main objective is to extract your most pressing curiosities, or even the more latent ones, the ones that are buried inside. Bring them out, extract them. And these curiosities could be about the self or about the ecosystem, what I like to call the ecosystem that the self thrives in. It could be your relationships, ambitions, your work, your hobbies, your creative projects, your priorities, your time management, self-awareness, your mental health, and so on and so forth. It's different for everyone. So the workshop is obviously kept in mind and designed in such a way that it responds to everyone's needs in the way that they see fit. So you don't obviously have to have some like deep pressing existential questions about your life or the self or the world around you. This workshop is for anyone. And I'm sure because you're here today, you're someone who likes to think, who's curious and wants to, practice, begin or continue the practice of writing, thinking, writing sensitively and critically, and along the way also discover something about yourself. And so what will happen in this writing workshop is that I'll give you writing exercises that I formulate myself. There will be prompts, there will be structures and ideas that I'll throw out there. I will also introduce you to some literary techniques every now and then, and also rhetoric devices, because as I said, I come from a background where I learned critical thinking and the rhetoric from Columbia University. You must have read a little bit about me. So all of these writing exercises are formulated to engage what I like to call the writing muscle. And I will kind of lay out a roadmap for you to gain clarity, to ask questions, to identify, patterns in the way you think, in your personality, in the way you respond to situations. And at the end of it, arrive at a structure for the self, and also know how, when you like to write, how to kind of bounce back when you do fall, when you do start to lag and miss this practice of writing. So I'll give you tips on how to, bring yourself back as well. And so like, it's going to be a very sustainable kind of roadmap that I'll lay out for you, which you can take away with you and apply whenever you feel like. And hopefully you will keep applying it much after the workshop as well. So the best part of it is like at the end of it, you will have developed your writing voice. You will have found a way to actually do research when it comes to opinions and writing pieces, and also to gain new insights about yourself and the world around you. So it's going to be like a, emotive as well as thoughtful process, like a critical process. And you'll come up with heartfelt pieces that are also informative and important, and really good reads to put out into the world. So that's basically going to be, what this workshop will do. And it's going to be really exciting. And I really hope to see some of you, at least some of you over there. I know there's a pretty hard cap on the number of people Bound takes in. So I think you should really move quickly after this. I don't know, like, I think Bound will clarify this, but I know that they have a, I think like a really small number of people that they take in. So, which will also allow us to kind of interact with each other during the workshop and kind of like stay in touch and see how, editing can work out later, and, be able to really come up with finished pieces by the end of the workshop. Apart from this, you will also get one-on-one time with me, which is one of the best ways that I work. We'll do that in a more flexible way whenever, either both of us have time, which is also why the class is capped to a really small number. So we are going to like work on whatever you draft out and see how to make it better. And even there, I'll give you tips on how you can sustain that practice of self-editing and understanding how to revisit your work, because even as a writer, I struggle with that quite often. Even being a professional writer and editor, that happens to me very often. So I'm going to share a few tricks and tips with you from the industry, because I've worked in Metropolis Magazine, Architects newspaper, both in New York, and I still contribute, I still write. What we're going to do now is a small writing exercise. Does that to give you a kind of like glimpse, okay, of what is going to really happen at the workshop. So I don't know if you all are ready with any kind of device. I would expect, like, I just suggest that you either like type things down that you think of when I give you these prompts, either on your phone or a journal or whatever you have out there handy. And what will happen is I'm going to also put in the writing prompts in the chat box in case you want to revisit it. And, if you feel like you couldn't hear me or you want to like remember. So first, what we'll start with is like, you have to think of a feeling. Okay, so that's going to be your topic. So think of, the feeling could be anything. It could be nostalgia. You don't have to put it in the chat box, whatever you're writing. Just all the writing that you'll do now is for yourself. I don't have to see it. Later on, you're welcome to, if you join the workshop, you're welcome to work with me on it later. But right now, I don't need to see what you're writing. Do it on your own platform. Otherwise, too much of it will get mixed up with other people's voices. So think of a feeling. Someone just suggested nostalgia, which is a great feeling to start with. And now you're going to write as the feeling, okay? And how you'll do that is, I'm going to give you questions. So your first question is, who are you? Pretty simple. You could say, I'm nostalgia, if that's your feeling. And if something else comes to mind when I ask you, who are you? You can write that as well. I'm nostalgia. I'm a beautiful feeling that lingers, something like that. So you keep writing until I give you the next prompt. We're going to move rather fast today, but that's not how it will be in the workshop. But since we have a time crunch, we'll go through this rather fast. So your first question is, think of a feeling, and then who are you? Write about that. Your next prompt is, how long have you been here? The feeling is the anchor of the entire piece, okay? That's the topic. So all the questions are going to be answered on behalf of this feeling. So you have impersonated the feeling. So nostalgia could have been here since memory started to form. So your answers could be, I'm nostalgia, I linger, I come every now and then. I have been here since the time memory began to exist. In if you have a person in mind, so and so, or just in general. Your feeling could be as simple as hunger, or or like appetite. It could, any abstract noun could be your feeling. Your next prompt: where in the body do you reside? Where is this feeling? Where is it? Like, think about where you feel it. Like, if my feeling is fatigue, for example, I feel it in the back of my neck very often. Or I feel it in my chest. Different people feel different feelings in different places. So think about that. If you have any questions, just quickly, unmute your mic and ask. There's no like, we can address questions. Who are you? How long have you been here? Where in the body do you reside? When did you first get here? This could be similar to how long have you been here? And it could be something else altogether. When did you first get here? Where were you before that? Your next prompt is, who is your nemesis? Who is the nemesis of this feeling? What is nemesis? Nemesis is the downfall, the arch enemy, right? So who is the arch enemy of this nemesis? Who is not good? It could be another feeling. It could be an action, a memory, again, a person, a routine, anything. So who is the nemesis of this feeling? Prompts. What do you aspire to be? Where do you want to go from here? So these are the concluding questions. You can do this on your own time. So this is, again, you're going to look at the ambitions of that feeling, whether it needs to grow or it needs to be curbed. So this is going to give you, like, this is basically just one way of objectively looking at your life, objectively looking at a primary feeling that must be recurring, probably, or a feeling that you miss, that you'd like to feel more often. It could be positive, negative. It could be something that oscillates between the two. That's, neutral, and you'd like to write about that. So there's like a whole range of choices that you could pick, right, of what a feeling is. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed doing this. There were a lot more prompts here, but I can't possibly, it's just going to overwhelm you. But you can always copy paste these prompts in another document, or take a screenshot and then do it on your own time, and maybe come up with your own questions. Some of the others that I had here was, what can you do? What has been your greatest achievement so far? What is your biggest failure till date? Like, what has been, the shining moment of this feeling? What has been its biggest failure? When was this feeling at its peak? Could be one of those, answers to it. And using these devices, you can tell a story, you can write a journal, you can, you can even treat it in the form of like an interview question answer format, and make it something really interesting, because that's the whole point, right, of using creative writing as a device of expression. Means you can play around with it, but at the same time say something very, very important, very critical, and very relatable to people.